for this. Extra large 11-inch square pan with the 4-piece cooking system and recipes. Take me down over here and show me everything I get, because this is just like the big kahuna.
This is the big kahuna. So we started out with a 9.5-inch square that was 4 quarts. That was the original Copper Chef system.
Right.
Everybody said, Eric, make it bigger. So I made it a lot bigger. So this is 11 inches square, and it's 7 quarts. So just think about that. You guys, you might have a 5-quart pot or a 6-quart pot to boil your pasta. This is 7 full quarts. We give you the lid. We give you the steam rack. We give you the fry basket. We give you the bacon press. We give you the cookbook with 27 recipes. And then we have an additional 10 recipe cards. That all comes in the system, and that's why everybody has fallen in love with the Copper Chef. It's because of the versatility.
Eric, wait, I'm confused, because one of these is large and it has a handle, and the one over there is large and it has just the 2 holding handles.
Right.
What's the deal?
So one is more like a casserole, so you could fit more in your oven. It's just a personal preference,
so
guys.
You're going to order casserole.
And other people like the stick handle because, and I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to do a stir fry.
That's the sauté.
So it's nice to have a handle for the stir fry. But I'm also going to do some things like meatloaf, and I'm going to bake some cornbread. That's nice to have the 2 side handles.
Yeah.
They both do exactly the same, just a little bit of a personal preference to choose from.
So you get to choose. You get to choose if you want the sauté or the casserole. All right, so this is all safe on gas, electric, induction cooktops, dishwasher safe, and again, the barbecue. The pan itself is oven safe to 800 degrees, and the lid is 350 degrees.
That's right. So all of our Ceramtech nonstick coating is good up to 850 degrees. It can take the heat. Now, just to put it in perspective for you, the black traditional nonsticks that have been out for 100 years probably, they can only take the heat up to 500, and then they break down. So when you're cooking, you don't know what the temperature is.
Right.
I mean, you need a laser gun. Now you don't need to worry about that. There's no PFOA, no BPA, no PTFE, none of those things that you don't know what they mean, but you know you don't want them. They're out. This is pure. It's made with ceramic. It's basically silica. It's sand. Now, what I did is I wanted to show you a lot of things pretty quickly to show you the versatility of the system and why people are like, what's the big deal with the Copper Chef? Why is everybody going nuts, right? Okay, we're going to start right off the bat. Here's your pan, again, 11 inches square, and we're giving you the roasting rack, which is also a steaming rack. So why do you care? I want to steam some salmon. Well, normally you'd have to go out and buy some kind of big steamer, the clamshell thing. Now look at this. Sorry, cameraman.
Ooh.
Sorry, man. I should have warned you. Here we go. I'm so sorry.
That's a little funny.
Anyway, so now I'm steaming on this. So you get the steamer rack included. You can do this beautiful steamed salmon, fish, whatever you might want to do.
It's actually raised up off
It's
the
raised
bottom.
up off. It's got feet on the bottom.
So you've got your water down at the bottom.
That's
and then
right.
Wow. Okay,
Now,
so that comes with it.
Now what I'm doing is I used it to roast a chicken. So underneath that chicken is this beautiful roasting rack. Again, it's keeping it up so I get a crusty bottom, but then I also have the juice drip down into the bottom of the pan so I can make my chicken gravy. So 2 uses for 1 piece here. So we've steamed some salmon, we baked the chicken. We've roasted a chicken on the roasting rack. We also can bake in here because it's got high sides, and like I said, it's like a casserole, right? We can do things like a big, beautiful cornbread. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Now, this is 7 quarts of cornbread. It's beautiful. And why do I like square, you guys? Well, I like square because it's very easy to portion. I am terrible at geometry. Like, I'm telling you, I did not do good in that class. And
now, I want to ask you though, what's the how's the cooking? Because I looked at the bottom of that before you flipped it over, and the sides, and it's so even in the cooking. Everything is just that perfect brown.
Look at this.
Nothing sticking to the pan. I mean, that is just so impressive, Eric.
Isn't that great? So we steamed, we roasted, now we baked. But what else can you bake? We don't just bake bread, right? We want to bake something like a big, beautiful meatloaf.
All these ovens have things in them.
You can do that too. Again, it comes with that big, gorgeous lid. So here, I promise I won't get you this time. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Now, this is a big, giant stuffed meatloaf. Now, I just want to kind of remind everybody, just because this is a giant pan Doesn't mean you always have to cook something giant. It's also kind of nice to know, you know what? This is too big.
That is huge.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here, just like this.
Break it in half.
Now I want to show this to the cameraman.
Oh my, what'd you do? Stuff that?
I stuffed it with.
Oh my gosh, don't
Look at
that
that.
one, because what do you got in there? Cheese,
Oh, man.
mozzarella, onions, tomatoes,
Stuffed with
peppers.
Whoa,
Ooh,
seriously.
boy.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Now, cleanup is an absolute joke. Look at this.
Look at that. Oh my
All
word.
that cheese, all the burnt on
All
meatloaf.
right, so what, let me just get this straight. You're basically telling me that you can steam in this. It's a stock pot, it's a wok, it's a baking dish, it's a roasting pan, and even a rice cooker. So it's all of those
Seriously?
things in one pan.
Look at that. Now,
Is that correct, Eric?
yes, it's everything. So look, right off the bat, that's what we did. I did 4 cooking techniques right away.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and I'm going to show you how to air pop popcorn.
Oh my gosh.
No fat, no butter, nothing needed. A cup of popcorn kernels. Put the lid on. Give it a little shake.
No oil, no butter,
oil.
no nothing.
Nope. And we have 25 minutes. Before the show's over, you're going to see gorgeous, perfectly popped, air-popped popcorn. So I hope you guys are starting to catch this, but I'm telling you, I'm not even a quarter of the way done with all the things.
Okay.
I'll remind you again. We steamed, we roasted on the steam rack. We baked a big giant meatloaf. We baked a gorgeous cornbread. Cleanup is a joke. We're going to air pop popcorn. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why some people might enjoy the long handle. Because even though this pan is square, I can also use it as a stir fry. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put oil in here, not because it's going to stick, but because stir fries, they like a little flavor. Mm-hmm. We're going to pop these guys in here.
Look at those jumbo shrimp.
Now, why is stir fry important? You want to cook at a really high heat, which you know we can, because we're Copper Chef. We have Ceramotech up to 850 degrees. You also want to be able to flip your food without having to go in with a tong. So just because the sides are square, they're bowed out just a little bit, just enough to be able to give you that jump, the saute, the stir fry.
Beautiful.
Another cooking technique that you can do. I'm going to pop in some vegetables. We're going to let that go for a little while, and we'll check on it in a little bit. But again, I don't want to go in there with a spatula. I'm just going to flip. Look at that. You can use it as a wok. So that's another
amazing.
technique.
Oh my gosh.
What other techniques can we do with the Copper Chef?
Popcorn's popping.
Over here, you get the fry basket. It's not an additional purchase. If you wanted to fry fries, you'd probably have to do it in your pasta pot. And then, you know, it's just not a good way to do it.
Yeah.
The Copper Chef is the best fryer. It's not just an okay fryer, it's a great fryer. The basket fits perfectly in there. It's got steps on it, so you can, this is too close. It's got steps on there, so it'll hold it up out of the oil to let it drain, just like you would want. These fries are crispy and crunchy and perfect. Now I'm gonna put these on the, plate those up. I'm sure Antonella might get in there in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in with some wings.
A basket of wings now.
So,
Wow.
there's just another cooking technique that we're doing. Now we're frying with the Copper Chef.
Oh my word, look at that.
If you guys just go over there, you can see that popcorn.
Yeah, come on over and look at the popcorn because it's putting on a show right now. You don't want to miss it.
No
come on
oil.
Anybody? Yeah, there we go. Whoa, look at that. There it goes. I
No
mean,
oil,
that's
no butter.
unbelievable. That is beautiful. And that's any kind of regular old popcorn kernels,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
Nothing
think that's
special.
just old ShopRite brand popcorn that
All
we're using
right,
there.
all right. Those wings are amazing. Honestly, so you're talking about a steamer, a stock pot, a wok, a baking dish, a roasting pan, and a rice cooker.
Right.
All of it, and a
So
fryer. Amazing.
Before we get any further, I just want to show one more thing. So now we're using the basket for frying, but this basket's also great. Over here, I'm boiling potatoes in here. Ooh. So these potatoes, just think, it could be potatoes, pierogi, ravioli, anything that you don't want to have to worry about.
And bring it over to the sink and
Right.
drain it in the strainer, and you're
Exactly.
walking across with a big pot of boiling hot water.
My girl cooks, she knows.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
Look at
Oh.
that. So don't think that these accessories are just, you know, limited to one function. These accessories are very versatile. And you can see just by all the things that we did with our accessories and our system, It's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's like just in 7 minutes that you were able to show me all of that. Oh, now this is nice. You got like 6 big juicy fillets in there going, and I don't see any sticking. I mean, this just comes right up. Look at that searing.
Anybody who's used the Copper Chef will guarantee you that there's no sticking involved.
Wow.
So what I did is I seared these fillets off, and what I want to show you down here, this is the smallest burner in the world.
Oh,
this is like the keep warm burner.
Yeah.
But I still was able to sear my fillets
Why
without
is that?
any problem at all.
Does it conduct heat really?
It does. So I'm just gonna go back to my stir fry. So I seared, I stir fried.
Yeah.
My popcorn is almost done. I'm gonna turn that off.
That popcorn.
Popcorn, I'm telling you, people say, Eric, how do you do the popcorn? I'm like, pour the popcorn in the pan, turn the pan on, put the lid on, bake popcorn.
What kind of heat do you put on it? High heat?
High, yeah.
High heat. Look at the popcorn, it's almost done. The whole pan is almost full. Tell me that's not nice. It's starting to get cooler out. Those fall movies, you know, winter snuggling up. Close to 500 of these sets have been ordered. Let me just tell you again what you get. And then can we see the video then too? Because I'd love to kind of talk about that. There's nothing that you can't do in this pan. It's pretty incredible. So what you get is the extra large 11-inch square pan with the 4-piece cooking system and the recipes. So you're going to get all of that. You're going to get the lid, you're going to get the pan, you're going to get that fabulous kind of step to do the steaming. You're going to get that basket, and like, I don't know if you saw it, but when Eric said it has steps, here's what he meant. So you go up here into this step to lower it into the fryer, into the hot oil, and then this is the other step that you're going to go into, so it just kind of drain itself and you can sit it there. This is all dishwasher safe too. You're going to get the press. Now here's what I need you to do is just pick. Do you want the saute or the casserole? This one's the casserole over here with the stem, with the handle on it. That's going to be the saute. The sale price goes away at the end of the day. This is about 20% off of the regular QVC price. I love that we get free shipping and handling with this because you kind of need it. These are hefty, they're substantial, so I really appreciate that too. 4 easy payments of $16.94. By the way, if you own this, we would love to hear from you. We'd love for you to share your experience with us. You want to take a look at that animation?
I would love to, because this is really going to kind of showcase what we did here. So what I did is we took our proprietary aluminum core. Aluminum spreads heat amazingly well for cooking. It's a great conductor of heat. Then we put an induction base on the bottom. But we didn't stop there. I'll get into the induction thing in a second. Then what we did is we put 2 layers of coating on the outside and 2 layers of coating on the inside. That's our Ceramotech coating. We use a different formulation on the outside than we do on the inside because you need 2 different ones. And that's why we're the original Copper Chef. And when you see out there, maybe some people that are trying to make it look like Copper Chef, I'm telling you it's not. Our induction base is real. It's not just shiny. Some people just make the bottom shiny. It's not there just to be shiny. It's there to keep the pan safe and secure. It's there to keep the pan flat so it never warps. It's also there to give you induction capability so it's future proof. If you don't have an induction cooker, maybe you will in the future, you'll be able to use your Copper Chef. And I think people really appreciate that. So again, don't be fooled by other things that might look like this. We went the extra mile. Our quality is the best it can be. We're using the most modern nonstick and Ceramotech coating. This pan, 7 quarts in capacity, and the versatility. Here's my stir fry. I got that done in just that little bit of time.
Yeah.
But again, guys.
Ooh, that looks beautiful.
When you cook with a system, I think it was David. David said, if you were on a desert island and you only have 1 houseware, if this was it, you'd be able to do everything. Yeah. You could cook anything that you found in any way that you want, whether you steam it, roast it, bake it, saute it, fry it, boil it, it doesn't matter.
Pop it. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And that's why everybody's saying, hey, let me get in on some of this Copper Chef because I want one thing that does a lot.
I do too. And actually, I would probably, this is going to sound awful, I'd get 2 sets because just in case one's in use. I do a lot of cooking. Oh my, what do? The pork chops. Oh, these are beautiful.
So here, I just want to show the pork chops again because again, I picked square. Now, square has a lot more room than round. Look, 2 pork chops fit in this round pan.
Yeah.
Then I have put 1 on the top. I have room in here. Of course, this is the 11-inch, but I have room in here. I have 4 corners.
Yeah.
When I want to pour, I have 4 pour spouts. Yeah. Everything is riveted on. The handles are metal. so you can use it in the oven up to 850 degrees. If your oven went up that high, or on the barbecue, or under the broiler, or on a glass top stove,